Life Lessons from Oprah Winfrey. Brief insight into Oprah's life. Born on the 29th of January in 1954 to a teenage mother in the rural setting of Mississippi in Kosciuszko, Oprah Winfrey has not only grown to be famous on the international scene for hosting the Oprah Winfrey Show on American television, but also for being the first African-American billionaire in the history of the world, and indeed the richest female in the whole of America. All this did not happen by chance. Her real name was Orpah, from the biblical book of Ruth, but the locals ended up pronouncing the name and evolved into Oprah. She spent her early childhood with her grandmother, who played a major role in her life. Later on, at the age of 6, she moved to Milwaukee, where she had to live with her mother, but she received very little support from her mother, if any. Here, she was subjected to a life full of trauma, as close family members, a cousin, an uncle, and family friends continuously assaulted her sexually. In search of comfort and consolation, Oprah not only became rebellious to her own mother, but turned into drugs and ended up in various juvenile centers. Her mother could not sit back and watch Oprah's life fall into pieces. This is where her life took on another turn, and she was sent to live with her father. Strict rules were imposed on her, and her education became a priority. This was not in vain. She worked hard to become an honor student and ended up securing a 4-year degree in speech communications and performing arts at the Tennessee State University, an institution mainly for Blacks. At the university, Oprah diversified her abilities and proactively took part in various programs. The most outstanding was the beauty contest, where she became Miss Black Tennessee only at the age of 18. Therefore, Oprah discovered her career path at a tender age, hitting the headlines as the first Black female news anchor at a radio show in high school, thanks to Nashville's WTVF-TV. She was the youngest, but also keen and ambitious. It was not long before her zeal and zest caught the attention of the WJZ-TV, and she was asked to relocate to Baltimore to co-anchor the evening local news. It seemed that the doors of success and recognition were finally wide open, and only at the age of 22 did she secure recruitment at WJZ. Here, Winfrey co-hosted the local talk show, which was known as People Are Talking. In a broader sense, the AM Chicago show became the door opener for Oprah. Since she took over the show, the ratings became massive and the duration of the show expanded to a full hour. As she appealed to the emotions of her viewers, she became so popular that the number of viewers in the United States of America was estimated at 30 million, not to mention the bigger following in more than 100 countries around the globe. And for almost 2 decades, 1986 to 2011, she so successfully ran this popular show and became a household name, having aired for a total of 25 seasons, thanks to her warm-hearted, unique twist in media styles. More than 200 stations in the United States have been airing the program, bringing a confession culture on board and supporting self-help ideas that were rather controversial. She is rightly referred to as the Queen of Media. Her name will also be remembered for her efforts in losing weight when she set to lose about 90 pounds and actually took part in the Marine Corps Marathon, Washington, D.C., 1995. Later on in life, 1998, Oprah Winfrey decided to venture into business. Harpo Studios was born, and so was Oprah.com, the Oprah Winfrey Network TV. Harpo is her name, Oprah, spelled backwards. Not long after, she got into publishing and started with O, the Oprah magazine. Her efforts were geared to issues affecting women, and she also launched the Oprah's Book Club, which she incorporated in her talk show. This brought many authors to the limelight who would otherwise have never received bestseller recognition and revived the reading culture. The mere mentioning of a book title in the show would have readers scramble for it from the bookstores. As a person and as a professional, her goals have not only been clear but also very ambitious. This is the only way she could have survived in the male and white-dominated career environment. In addition to anchoring and publishing, Oprah is an established actress and producer. In 1985, her role in The Color Purple, Steven Spielberg's film, would earn her an Academy Award for being the Best Supporting Actress. She also starred in The Woman of Brewster Place, 1989, a highly rated show that only added to the great respect she commanded from her millions of viewers. According to Forbes magazine and the Life magazine, she has been accorded recognition for a record 3 years as the only Black billionaire and for being the most influential female of the century. Her humanitarian acts have also broken world records, having raised tens of millions of dollars through her Oprah's Angel Network. The girls in South Africa now pursuing their education from a state-of-art school and the victims of the Hurricane Katrina are only some of the beneficiaries of her charitable programs. For these and many more, Winfrey received Bob Hope Humanitarian Award of the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences in 2002. Winfrey's dedication to children's rights saw her proposed bill to the Congress signed into law by President Clinton in 1994. Her activism soared to greater heights in 2007 when she vehemently campaigned for Barack Obama, the Democratic presidential candidate. 5 years later, she would be awarded by President Obama the Presidential Medal of Freedom for her mammoth contributions to her country. On her last episode of The Oprah Winfrey Show, 9th of September 2011, she stunned her viewers upon revealing of Patricia, her half-sister, of whom she had learned only in the recent past. Oprah has properties in California, Indiana, Colorado, Hawaii, Montecito, La Valette, New Jersey, and Rolling Prairie, and has no children of her own, having lost her teenage baby boy at the age of 14. She has been on and off many relationships but is still single. By end of 2013, her annual salary was worth $75 million.